Hey, I'm Kevin, and this is HFX by Bike, a channel all about getting around Halifax by bike. In today's video, I'll be taking a tour of the Halifax Waterfront and Seaport, and I'll even throw in the area between the Seaport and Point Pleasant Park as well. The layout of the video will be a little bit different than the typical spotlight video because the waterfront is not your standard bike route. As always, I'll be playing a game of +1 -2 along the way. Every time I run into something that makes my trip safer or more convenient, I'll add a point, and every time I run into something that makes it less safe or less convenient, I'll take 2 away. You can keep track of how I think the ride is going by looking at the heads-up display in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm walking my bike across Lower Water Street at the pedestrian crossing. You can see the green paint indicating the bike lane for that street as I move past. The Halifax waterfront itself is technically classified as a multi-use path, so you'll be sharing a space with pedestrians. In practice, this means that for some times of the year, the waterfront is mostly going to be inconvenient to navigate around by bike, as it's a major tourist and recreational destination for the city. Bikes must always yield to pedestrians in a shared space, so with extremely high pedestrian volumes, it mostly means that you're going to be walking as I am now, or at best riding extremely slowly. According to the city's bike map, the area north of the historic waterfront where I am now and towards the casino is also navigable by bike. However, there are also no biking signs present, so I'm not sure what the rules are here.
Sean used to park his boat here.
Most of the waterfront is extremely wide, although this is somewhat negated by the short distances between sharp turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Much of the waterfront is made up of wooden planks that can be quite bumpy to roll over. It's more prominent in the older sections, but the same issue persists throughout. I've used it a few times in my videos, but the Halifax ferry terminal is here and lets bikes get over to the Dartmouth side without having to navigate to and cross the bridge. main navigational value of the waterfront if you're on bike is that it lets you move south without being in traffic. The north-south roads near the waterfront, Lower Water Street and Hollow Street, are each one-way streets, so if you want to move south, you have to first navigate a couple of blocks west. Downtown Halifax isn't particularly large geographically speaking, so just biking along the waterfront at slower speeds might end up being less of a hassle if you're coming off the ferry. Your mileage may vary. The entire pedestrianized stretch of the waterfront is a hub of street life in downtown Halifax. There's a good mix of shops, cafes, pubs, beer gardens, buskers, live music, kayaking and jet ski rentals, and tours surrounding the historical sites nearby. You could spend a whole week on the waterfront and still feel like you're missing out. I don't know how to score all of that properly, so here are 10 points for all the stuff the area crams into such a small space. I don't normally score things that way, but what else am I going to do here?
Never believe that bullshit that fake guys see. Always read the stories of the hero Wikipedia. The musically I'm demonstrating. When I perform live, is a guy I'm meditating. Down, sit there, and I'm brother young fellow film. Young singer, writer like a Gabrielle Jim. Good evening, man, I don't need. Good evening, man, I don't need. Good evening, man, I don't mind. Good evening, man, I don't need. Good evening, man, I don't need.
You guys want to see the special bonus trick inside the bag of mystery? Say yeah. Sir, I'm counting on you for this. Let me hear a yeah from you too. Yeah, okay, he's into it now too. All right, folks. For the special bonus trick, I do need to borrow something, and the key word here is borrow. Now, sir, what is your name? Carl. Carl, do you happen to have a $20 bill I could borrow for the trick? You will get it back. Why is this always the way this goes down? What's your name, ma'am? Brittany. You're stuck in the freezing room here. They help you go around the wall.
Yes, that's why I was telling you, like, maybe you can sit there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
अमीर बनवा और जो शर्ट
Try and wipe
The pedestrianized waterfront gives way to the Halifax Seaport at Terminal Road. There's way less pedestrian activity and even some local streets I can use to get around, so I'll hop back on the bike. From here on out, this will look a bit more like a regular spotlight video. The waterfront itself was 1.5 kilometers long. The seaport itself is a bit more of an event space than a constant draw of activity, so it tends to feel a bit more like a ghost town once you get past Garrison Brewing. It's essentially an ocean of parking that gets more occasional use. This entire area is low traffic since it doesn't really connect to anything useful except for maybe the park. There are some railroad lines running through the road. They're angled such that they shouldn't be a problem if you're on a bike, but you should just be aware of them. This is the entrance to Point Pleasant Park. It's not as busy as the waterfront, but there are usually events of one kind or another happening nearby. I just spent all day filming all over the city, so I'm personally interested in this food truck. The Halifax Waterfront gives cyclists an extra north-south route through downtown. However, this comes with a caveat that during spring, summer, and even fall, it is an incredibly busy destination for pedestrians. The density of destination means that, in practice, you're likely to have to walk your bike outside of select times of day or in colder seasons. The seaport and everything south of it are lightly used by everyone, with only occasional truck traffic moving back and forth between the shipping terminal and their destinations. Overall, the entire area is fine to bike through, but I mostly find it only useful during niche trips and during select times of year. That's it for this one. If you like this kind of thing, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos all about getting around Halifax by bike. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.